There we go. Okay, now I think I can hear everybody. Everybody can hear me. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody going? If your chart looks different from mine, then you have something wrong. I'm gonna miss this. Alright. Like I said, we're gonna wait till 9:30 either way. But this was a good opening trade right here. If we took something just before 9:30, 9:28, 2 minutes before. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Man, this really would have been a nice trade. Honestly, I was thinking of taking this, but the live wasn't like loaded up yet and my mic was muted, whatever. And I don't know. I mean, the other day we did take one trade a little bit earlier than 9:30, like similar around this exact time. And I mean, I guess we just missed it this time. But this thing's just running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That'd already be 8 boxes. This is 9:30 opening price right here. Hey, 4, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, one more box would have given us 10. Oy. Hey, Bubble. Oh, damn it, we missed that. Okay. So this would have been another win here. 3 boxes so far. And then it would have been stopped out there. Let's see if we get a breakout. Can everybody hear me over the music? Yeah, okay, good. Well, two early trades that were just missed. This one because I was making my coffee, and then this one just because it was a couple minutes before the live stream wasn't really set up yet. I just decided to wait. This would be our breakout at that level there, right? Yeah. And this would be our stop. Oh shit. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to put that buy stop yet. God damn it. Hold up. Technical difficulties. I fucked up there. My bad. It's supposed to be a buy stop at the breakout here, sell limit, and then the sell stop should be here after that, after we get activated. So stop. Okay, and then whichever one gets activated first, we move the, because this would print all red if we get that next red one. Ugh, God, the coffee's hot. So right now our breakout's at 26 or 265.25. Our continuation is actually here now. Okay, so we're in that right now. We didn't really get the best fill. Might get stopped out here, but I'm gonna prepare to modify this if we want to continue. Actually, it wasn't even red yet, so I shouldn't even be in this. I might close it early. I should have waited for one more. Yeah, I needed to wait for this one. That's where we get in, or should have gone in. Modify. What happened to modify? Okay, so break even now. So this is a winner so far. See if we can keep pushing lower. Next box closes. We move to 23.25 unless we get stopped there. So that was a small win. Our breakout level here is 260.25. 0.75. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So right now we're just waiting for either a continuation with this pullback entry. This one we got in early, but it still technically worked out, but entry should have been here. So either that would have been a winning trade because it would have been stops at break even no matter what. Our breakout entry right now is at 260, so we have buy stop one tick above. Our continuation is here at 234.75, so or 235. So one tick below is 234.75. And we've already had about 3 boxes. And still disappointed we missed that first trade. And the second trade, but it happens. I'll probably start the stream a little bit earlier, like 9:15, and then just look for possible entries like after 9:25 or something. I don't know. I like the way how you have orders set up. Yeah, I mean, because I as of right now, I know where it's gonna be. You know, if we print another box, then I might delete this one. You know, because now it's like that next candle close after that the lines won't be green. Like I made a mistake here thinking that they would be green with this red candle, but notice how there was one still missing, right? So technically I got a bit lucky with that, with these 3 boxes right after that, because we could have seen another green one that technically would have kept us out of it if we waited. You get me? So it just, like I said, it just depends on, you know, your risk tolerance and what you're willing to do. See, so like now these turn green. Right now we're just waiting for this one here, so I don't think there's going to be a sell right now. We're probably just going to wait for this buy stop. So I'm going to wait to see if we get filled here or not. And if we get filled, I'll just move this up here to 49.75. Like, I don't even know if I want to keep this here just because, yeah, they're not red. So I'm going to delete that for now. I'm just going to wait until they're red. Or at least, if there's like one green and the rest are red, and then the next one prints red, they'll print red. But right now, all of them are green. So I'm going to wait a little bit on that. I prefer right now I'm preferring this breakout because that's like set in stone with the fact that we have our line here. If we print red, another red here, and this moves down, then we'll move it up, or we'll move this down as well. But yeah, I only do the order setup in both directions when it's like something like this, where it's like we have both the breakout right here and also a possible continuation right here. But if it's not like that, then like I'm not gonna have a buy up here, you know, when price is like moving like this. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so what happened last time was that I mistakenly put the sell stop order before this got activated. So I fucked up there, and it came back and it like entered us, and we I don't know, I don't even remember how much. I don't even think we made anything. I think it was like a break even, but we didn't lose money. So, you know, thank God that we didn't fuck up that bad there. But I was looking for the breakout buys, and it just like it was like right, I don't know, right here, like somewhere over here that it happened. Okay. Might have a continuation around 234 or 235. I'm sorry, because if this flips back red, these might start to flip red as well. No, never mind. Probably wait one more. Yeah, big wicks, but I mean this. If we're looking left, notice how this looks cleaner and this just looks like noise. Like, yeah, this is a 1 minute right here. Like, that's not, ugh, you know? But that's keeping us out of, this is keeping us out of it. And we actually got a couple, like one trade here, one here before pre-market. And I do have the grids because they help me visualize better with the boxes, like exactly where to look. Obviously, that's the reason why I darkened them just a tad bit. Okay, so I think we might get it here at 230. I want to see this. Yeah, we should. Sell stop. 7.5. Okay, so I have this set up here with the idea that these lines are going to flip green if we print another red box. So now I have both because this breakout level doesn't change, right? So now if we get activated here, I'll just move this buy stop down as a stop loss rather than putting a new one. Oh. Modify. 1. So this is at break even now, right? Yeah. Because we printed 2. So it's a small win so far. Very quick, right? If we print the 3rd one, then we move it up to here. If we print the 4th one, then we move it up to here. So if we just keep dropping, then obviously we just trail. But the next green candle that prints is our stop loss getting hit. So we just watch it, right? Like, if we see only red, then we just only move it, right? So right now we have our buy stop here at break even. So if this next candle can print, then we move it up or we move it down. If the next one prints, then we move it down. The next one, move it down, right? So I want to see a runner here. Okay, so we printed 1, move it down. So it's at 22, 225.25. So 1 tick past what that next green box would print, right? And I think this is actually puts us at 8 or 9. So I'm actually, if we print one more, I'll probably close. Okay, I'm out. So I'm out because we hit 10. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we hit 3 here, 10. So that's 10 boxes of 10 boxes for me for like a daily PT, right? Nothing crazy. And we were up like $1,100 because we were at 3,000 or 153. This is a take profit challenge account, by the way, that I've only used this strategy for, right? If you're still in this trade, don't close because of me, right? If you still want to hold, like this is still a good hold. Like this thing still is running right now. You feel me? So it's like, hold up, let me. So I closed at 202, which is right here. 202. Well, this might be off actually. Oh no, 202 is here. My bad. So I closed at 202, and it's now at as low as 190. So you can hold it, right? There's no green candle, so you should still be in it if you're trailing. Up 992 for the day. Hell yeah, brother. So why do you have buy stop at 260.25? You expect it will break out there? Yeah, so my breakout line is this. See the shaded area? See this red trailing line? That's my breakout line. So that's like a breakout of trend, right? So that's one of my 2 entries or entry models for the setup, right? This setup is either a bounce play, so something similar to what we just took, right? Where we see green turn red and we see a green candle flip red. That's a bounce play, right? And then this red line that kind of shades down is my breakout line, right? So that I use as a breakout. So if we, and because we know that that next candle will close past it, that's where my breakout entry will be. So for breakouts, for me, sometimes those are easier than the bounce plays for that reason, because that line is going to be there and it's already set in stone. Banger of a trade. How do you move your grind lines to 5 points? So you just have to put on grid lines, and then you just have to adjust the scale so that the only numbers that pop up are in 5-minute intervals. Okay, so this was the trade right here. So about from the original stop loss, 1 to 5 almost. So about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50 points, 60, 65 points total, and that's it. So I'm done for the day, right? I'm not really going to trade anymore because this was a mistake, right? We sold at 259.75 and we bought at 255 because I put the sell stop before the entry, like the breakout occurred, so it like filled me for a sell. So that was an accident. But then we took this sell here, sell at 244, bought at 241, bought at 235. Wait. So. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Sold at 244, bought at 235, bought at 240. Because I mistakenly got into the sell a little bit early, so I closed early and then I waited for the next candle. Or I opened it early and I waited for the next candle. It's like you got to be careful with the grid lines though, because like I said, if you adjust the scale, like the grid lines will be moved too. Didn't take this because it wasn't green. Took this. Could have honestly taken that first candle, but obviously we wanted to wait for all lines to be red, and then sold at 229, bought at 224, and then bought at 202. This is a possible bounce play here. I may be a little bit more cautious about trades like this after a big move, right? Just for obvious reasons, but this one would have already probably hit that first TP, so now you're here. And I'll just like watch this one. So now you're at break even. So this is a winning trade. So this is a perfect bounce play, right? Obviously, I wouldn't be as confident getting in just because of a big move. But again, if we're just following the system, this is an entry, right? So right now it's a win with stops at break even. If this next box prints, then we move stops down 5 points. So one tick past 175. So it's 175.25, right? So the reason why we do that is because when we're trading, right, we're not really more so looking at this, right? We're more so looking at the Renko boxes, which only calculate price movement, right? Obviously, regular candlesticks calculate price movement as well, right? But this way, it's like just a clean line, for a specific rule set to follow. Okay, so in this case, this would have been a small win. So because, again, we take partials at that first box, then the second box prints, we're at break even. Okay. And if you want to just like, instead of taking partials at 5 and take partials at 10, but still move your stop loss, you can, right? You'll have more losing trades. Some of them will be a lot smaller, right? Like if you're trading two contracts, it'll be $200 loss rather than $400 loss, right? But on 150K account, $400 is less than 0.5%. So we're really under risked right now. We could trade more contracts if we really wanted to, but I want to get this. I want it to be like no emotion at all for everybody. So like if you have a 150K account and you're following with with the 150K account, right? Like I want to show that you don't have to over risk. I don't need 4 contracts to trade, right? I'll use 4 contracts if I'm trading 2B over Asia session, but during New York session, 2B is too small, so I won't trade that. You get me? Okay, so, and again, I'm still going to like go over some trades like as we're here. I'm not going to get in anymore, but again, I did miss out on, I closed at 2OT, 2, 3, 4. I could have had 15 more points of profit if I just waited a little bit longer, but I did hit my 10 boxes, which I decided to do today, like starting today, because me and some other people were talking where it's like, hey, if you get 10 boxes in profit, like that can be a good PT, not including, your any partials. So like this won't be 2 boxes. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes because we would have gotten stopped out here. Okay, so here breakout would be at this line right here. Technically speaking, this line, but that moved down when this closed, so this is the breakout line for me. So when this box enters, so that means we would be in that. So like that, this would be an example of a breakout buy right there. And for me, breakout buys a lot of times have been some of the better trades. Like the early morning, like this early morning was a breakout buy. And you can tell exactly where your entry is going to be, which is this box right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 box profit. It went as far as 9 boxes. This one was another 1, 2, 3 boxes. You got about 1 in profit because you got stopped at in profit here. No trade. This was 1, 2, 3 boxes, and then we stopped in profit. No trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 boxes. You got 11 of those because you wouldn't have got stop in profit here. Similarly, this would have been considered a 0 box move. So we would not have counted this towards that 10 box for the PT day because the entry is on this box. We moved 2 boxes. So we did make money because we took partials, right? But then we got stopped at break even on the runner. So for that, I would count that as 0 boxes, technically speaking. Okay. And then this is a breakout entry, like I said, which would be that next trade that I would take. Now, obviously, taking other confluences into consideration, we are retesting orb, right? And the buy is right at orb. So that might keep some people out of the trade, okay? But you have to be aware that if you stay out of it, right, there's still a possibility that it can continue, okay? Because this is essentially right here, us breaking out, everything flipping green. The way that this looks right now, I would take 10 out of 10 times because to me that's like almost confirmation that we may start to see a trend shift, right? The times that this doesn't happen or this doesn't work is if we were like an example like this, where if we're retesting orb, right, which is the bottom. This is the bottom of the range of the first 15 minutes of the market open, right? So I have seen it not work with these confluences, okay? So again, it's up to you guys on your risk tolerance. I'm done for the day, so it doesn't really matter to me. Even if you did take this trade, I mean, this win is probably 3 or 4 times more than what you actually would lose on this trade if it's a full stop, right? So, you know, like I said, we'll watch it, but right now that's what I'm like. That's what I see, right? That's what like I've observed, and this is something that you guys need to observe too and practice. That yes, the system is there for you guys to make it easier, okay? But you still have to make your own decisions on entering and exiting trades. So this is now a break-even trade, right? Because what do we say? If we get 1 box, it's a break-even because we take partials at 5, and then we move our stop loss up like we would if it's like a running trade. So now if this comes all the way back and prints a red box, we'll lose the same amount more or less that we secured with that first box. But also, I will say is that some of my favorite trades are retests of orb. So like if we're somehow trading all the way back up here and we trade past the orb high, and then we see a bounce play happen where we see a red candle, and then we retest, or maybe 2 red candles, and then we see a green candle. Like to me, that's like a really, really good setup for a bounce play, right? Like, I mean, there wasn't really for example, if there was a green candle that printed somewhere around here, right, that brought us back to the orb, which was already set after 9:45, right, and then we saw a red candle, like that would be a good A+ setup for me. But right now this is technically a break-even trade. If we get a second box, then it's a winning trade. But if we get stopped at break-even with the runner, we're still counting it as 0 boxes of profit for the day, right? We only count the runner boxes that we secure. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be your 10 right there. So technically, if you had 3 or if you had 1, right, you can have a hard TP at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. So you would secure all of that, right? Again, that's just me adding daily PT rules to keep people from over trading. Because will this system have really, really good days? Yes. I've seen it have days where there was like 4 or 5 trades like this, and there was 1 loss, and everything else was break even. So that's probably, if you're trading 2 contracts, that's probably I would say like a $3,500 day. Okay, so we got stopped at break even. So now what are we looking for? We're looking for possible sells or possible breakout buys again from here, right? We still have all our lines are still green, and they're all still below the breakout line. So technically this would be another possible entry. So again, we haven't had a loss yet. We've had 2 wins and a break even, right? And even the break evens we're still making money on. Okay? So this would have entered us here on this breakout. So again, I'm just showing you guys different examples. Okay? This is a breakout line. The breakout line is still above all of our cloud lines, and all of our cloud lines are green, right? So this is still considered a breakout entry if you took it, and this would have been that first full stop right there. Okay, so that's a full stop. That's a loss. Okay, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, now if we print another green box, we'll most likely see these lines start to creep up above that breakout line, in which case we now will look for a bounce play instead. Okay, or we wait to see 1 or maybe 2 red candles print red, see how these react, right, and start looking for a bounce play for sells. Okay, but the point is that this was a sell that we took partials on and got stopped at break even on the runner. Took partials on, got stopped at break even on the runner. So just these 2 alone secured half of what this loss was. And that's not including this, and that's not including this. Okay, so this next box is probably a sell, right? Because we have 1 candle. So this was a sell right here. We're already at a break even trade, right? Because this was this candle closing, and then we closed another one. So already at a break even trade. So this is 50% secured. Now we're at break even. So now this is a winning trade, and now we just trail, right? So we're already secured, right? These 2 break evens made up half of this loss. Okay, now we're in profit. So now no matter what, this loss means nothing. Now we're well in profit. So now we're here. Stop is at 170.25. I'm sorry. If we print another box, then we go down to 165.25. Okay, so we print another box. So our stop loss, I'm going to do a line here. So I'm just going to do a line to represent where our stop loss is. So stop loss is there. Print another one. Stop loss is here. Stopped in profit. So how many boxes did we get on that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Plus partials, loss. So now we're just with these 2 again. We took up half of what this full stop was, secured 1. So now 300 of the 400 is secured, and then plus 500. So this is plus 400, not including this, right? You also add 5 boxes to your PT, basically. Okay. But again, I'm just giving you guys visuals for what I'm seeing, how I read it, and what I look for. Right? So like right now, lines are green. Following candle prints red, we could see all lines turn red. Right? Now there's 2 things you can do. You can get in on that expectation or wait for the confirmation. right? More than likely, because I know more or less how many boxes it takes for something to flip and yada yada, right? Like when we were here and this only that one line was green, I knew that the following box would give us all red, which it did, right? We then printed again and again and again and again and again, right? Here, notice how neither of these printed red, any red. There, we had two lines print red. So now, again, we're still not looking for anything. If we print red, we'll probably take the second one because that's when everything will either print green or possibly we may see this print red. In that case, we could get in a little bit late or early. Depends, right? Breakout entry is right up here at 190.25, right? And then, from there, and if you really want to, right, you can, literally, you can just add extra confluences. Like right now, where are my pivot points? Uh-oh. No pivot points. Let me see. It should be on. Hold up. I guess there's no... I guess I didn't print any for today. I don't know why that is. Usually they're printed the day, like at rollover. But do you take bounce entry only when Moneyball agrees with it? For the most part, yeah. There are some that I will take when the Moneyball hasn't flipped yet, if depending on confluence. If you want to add that as a borderline, like yes or no. Like for example, this is a breakout. Like I said, most breakouts will not have the Moneyball confluence, but I still like them because of the breakout entry. This had Moneyball confluence. This had Moneyball confluence. This had Moneyball confluence. These did not have Moneyball confluence, but they were the breakouts, right? So again, if you want to do only Moneyball confluence, you should be fine, right? But just know that you might miss out on some good breakout trades. Okay, this had Moneyball confluence right here. This had Moneyball confluence, but it did not have Q Cloud confluence. No Q Cloud confluence. We're seeing a bunch of green lines here. So rather than this one, probably the next red one will give us that entry, right? So again, the system is there. At the end of the day, you guys are probably going to make your own changes to it no matter what. That's just how it is, right? I could give you, the rules and everything. People are still going to find ways to change it and try to either improve it or make it, fit their trading style more. Excuse me. And that's fine. I know some people that will trade, 10B, right? They'll do this and they'll go 10B. And then they'll go here. Remember, both of these have to match. And they'll do 10B there, right? And if we're waiting till 9:30, this would be a loss, this would be a loss, this would be a win, this would be a win, right? So 2 losses and a win, okay? So again, whatever changes you make will give you different outcomes because it's measuring different things. So 5 and then 5. Okay, so now this is a breakout entry possibility here. Let me take the execution labels and the executions off on this. Okay, so again, did not mean to do that. So again, we're basically done. Like if you're not happy with win, 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 loss, win, and you're still trading, you're probably over trading, right? Which is why I'm saying 10 boxes profit, and that's it. Okay, you can continue trading, but again, know that the more you trade, the more risk you're inherently taking on, the more chances for now getting a losing trade, because it's not going to win every trade, right? I mean, this was a loss right here. Technically speaking, this might have been a little bit borderline, right? This might have been just a tad bit borderline because these lines are so close, like there's no space between them, okay? But I still wanted to show an example of what could qualify, what someone might take, right? But technically speaking, per the rules, right? If there's not visible space between the Q cloud and the breakout line, when we see a breakout like there is with this one, right? Notice a visual space, okay? Over here. Notice the visual space, right? If that's not there with that breakout candle and you don't see that visual space, it's probably not going to qualify as a good breakout candle. Like there's no space here, right? Notice how the lines are just riding each other. That can, again, that can be a deterrent to some people, but I still wanted to show how people and how other people could make mistakes. Because I did say, right, this is a true breakout. This is a break-even trade because we got one, and then we got stopped half loss after taking 50%. Okay. And then this was, again, a loss. This is a true loss here. But this is one that probably could have avoided, is the point that I'm trying to make, right? When, again, if you're not happy with all of this, that's more than 10 boxes, probably 12 or 13, even if you just took... No, it was actually this one, my bad. This moved down. And that's not even to mention like the first trade that happened a couple minutes before market open, right? Or the first two trades, because those are also wins, right? But about 1 box profit here, plus partials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes here, plus partials. 0 boxes, but we took partials. Break even. Semi-loss, depending on if you actually took it. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 box profit. So secured 6 boxes. That's 16 boxes. I'm sorry. Secured about 16 to 18 boxes. Right? That's 90 points. You know, it's like you should be good with that. Right? So yeah, I mean, again, really another really good day. Obviously, this is going to work best when there is volume, because when you have volume, you have the big moves. Okay. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I appreciate y'all for watching. I mean, what more can you ask for? $1,100 in more or less 30 minutes. It's 10:10 right now. Again, I appreciate you guys. I'll send like the breakdown. I'll probably make a YouTube trade recap like I used to do on these cells. I'll explain this one as well. I'll do a breakdown on them, but I'll also send. Let me see what the end of day P&L was on Trade of 8. Hold up. Yeah, $1,300 today. Average winning trade 145, average losing trade 120, 85% win rate, largest winning trade 550, largest losing trade 190. Because I took that 190 loss at during Asia session. It was a small loss. And I was trading 2B, so which was like somewhere over here. It was like I took some sells, I took some buys on 2B. I'll actually show you. Hold up. There we go. So notice all the noise that 2B has like during market open. Like this can fuck us up, right? Are we gonna have good trades? Yes, obviously there are gonna be spans of really good trades, but again, then having this is kind of like because that's possibly a good amount of losses. But then you also have these, right? So if you can be quick enough to trade 2B, bro, by all means, it literally works the same way. You have your entry, 2 box stop loss, and you just trail. Okay. Okay, let me see where we're at. Oh, here. Okay, so yeah, so here was the one of the sells. So sells at 210, buys at 208 and 204. This was one of the losses. Buy at 2 something, at 228, sell at 224, and then bought at 224, sold at 226 and 231. So those were some trades from last night Asia session. And obviously, I mean, there could have been a good amount more that could have been caught. But again, sometimes there will be sideways movement like that, like this, in which can be a deterrent, I guess, to some people. But that's the reason why I specifically say to try and only do 2B during Asia session. Because this would have been, so even if we go through here, right, this would have been a loss, break even, 1, 2, 3, $3 win, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6 win, one box win, 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 win, 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 win. So it would have been a bunch of wins on this downward move, right? But again, just, you know, trading this manually might be a little difficult because this isn't happening slowly. This is like candles, okay, candles, okay. You know, it's not like, it's not happening slow whatsoever. That's why I always recommend 5 for New York. I think 5 is like the perfect size because you get in, you know, at the right time, you get out at the right time. I just think it's much better overall. So let me see. Okay, so these are the ones that we kind of reviewed and went over. So remember, 2 boxes is an automatic win, 1 box is automatic break even. No boxes is a full stop loss. So 1 full stop loss. $3 win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 win. $2 win. 1 box win, or 1 box break even. Loss. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 win. Obviously, you secure a little bit less than those 8 boxes, but yeah. So because we set order, you will be in the trade before the next box. No, after. The reason why we do 1 tick pass is because if it hits 1 tick, 99% of the time, the box will print. But if we put it right at that double O level, so like if we're doing 5 box and let's say we put it right at 225 exactly, it will happen a lot more often that the 225 will hit and will get filled, but there won't be a box get filled, right? Because it's possible that it can wick that level in less than a second and it'll still fill you in, right? So both for entries and for your stop loss. That's the reason why when we trail by the 2 boxes plus 0.5, so plus a tick. But yeah, does anybody have any other questions? Yeah, okay, I need to watch entries better. Yeah, definitely watch entries. Look at the YouTube video that I posted. When did I post this? Hold up. YouTube. Not YouTuber. YouTube. Let me see. I can't wait till Elden Ring Night Rain comes out. Okay, so the one that you need to watch is Full Quantitative Trading System Breakdown and Strategy. Right, so this is just to show the entries and the entry types and the entry models. Obviously, when I go back to like certain days, it looks a lot cleaner because it's not as accurate as it should be because it's like a couple days in the past that we're going back, right? But I go over Friday specifically, which is the day that we actually traded. But it's just there to show the actual entry models. So like the bounce play, the breakout play, just explain that, explain the trailing stops, explain, you know, where to put your levels at. So make sure you watch that video. And then you could also watch the last couple live streams. I mean, there's one from 3 days ago, one from 4 days ago, right? Just watch all those, and then you should have a much better understanding of this specific system. Okay. So nothing here. So after this full stop loss, another breakout here for a win, another breakout here for a win, at least one win. Full stop loss on this. So again, like I said, the longer that you're trading, the higher probability you're going to come across losses, and that's with any strategy. So, you know, get in, get your big moves. You know that between 9:25, I like 9:30 start time, but if I see something at like 9:28, similar to this, I might take it, right? So like look for your setups, you know, 9:30, 9:45, 10, right? If you're going to trade the entire 9:30 to 11:30, right? Yes, you're going to come across more wins, but there's going to be a chance that you might come across more losses. There's a chance you're going to come across more wins also. Okay? Again, it's give and take. What are you willing to risk? What risk are you willing to take on essentially? Okay? But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I appreciate everyone for watching, and the recording of this will be up, and yeah, like the lives are there, everything is there. So if you guys again want something to watch, you know, you're eating or something, you want to get familiarized with the system, go ahead and watch those YouTube videos. That way you guys can get a better feel for this system, okay? Because it works, right? I mean, it's worked every single day. It works during Asia session, right? Yes, there are losses. Yes, losses happen like with any system, okay? But not only are our wins and small wins and break evens saving us from some losses, the big wins are also very big, right? And we also have a PT. You shouldn't be over trading. Okay, guys? Sell stop now is 159.75. That sell stop would have been 170 or 169.75. This would have probably been a win, small win, or a break even. Breakout is at 85.25 up here, or a bounce play would be 64.75. Again, there's going to be instances because like this is not. Let me go here to the 1 minute. This is more so just like this box right here is a little choppy right here, right? So just realize that if price chops, which it will, okay, you have to be a little bit more conservative with how many times you're entering. But I've made a mistake of trading 4B and getting like $1,100 in the hole, and then switching to 5B and then coming back up like $250, $400 in profit for the day. So, you know, it is profitable. You just have to, just like with any strategy, if you're over trading and over leveraging, you're gonna lose money. But yeah, I know I've said bye a couple times, but now this is the last time. But before I say bye, does anybody have any other questions at all before we hop off? No? All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, please, again, try to stay away from DMing me in Discord. Like, just tag me in the QuantView or in my Discord. So that way, whatever question you have, if someone has the same question, they also see me answer it. Okay? If you guys, again, want the same tools for the QuantView, some of you already have it. If you don't, the link is in the description. Okay? It's not free. I don't charge for anything. Everything that I have is free. The live trading, the course, whatever, right? I'm not affiliated with them in the sense of like I don't own anything. It's not my system. I just use it. I also pay for it. Okay, so it's not like I'm having you guys pay for something that, you know, goes to me, right? But that's in the description. The Discord is in the description as well. Okay, if you guys want to see the prop firms that I use, my affiliate links are in the description. I would really appreciate you if you guys use them. And yeah, you know, that's basically it for me. I wanted shorts but no entry. That's fine. I mean, there have been entries all morning. Honestly, the 9:30 to like 10 o'clock range has been fire. This has been pretty shit. And we're kind of staying out of it right now. But because notice right here, notice the volume drop off. So 10 o'clock hits right here, and then volume just kind of starts to shit the bed a little bit, right? But yeah, so that's gonna be it. Like I said, you guys have all the information. All the links are in the description. You know, tag me in any questions that you have in the Discord, and yeah, I'll post the recorded video on YouTube, or it'll already be posted, and then I'll send my screenshot on Tradeovate in the description or in the Discord as well. Okay, guys. All right, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.